Excuse the thumb all over the screen there. I'm not sure if anyone's going to jump on. It's 12:20. But yeah, I just thought I'd do a Facebook Live and have a chat about a few things I've been thinking about. If you have jumped on, feel free to say hello. I appreciate it's late. Someone from around the world might say hello. But I've been doing a bit of reflecting. As it gets toward the end of my week as an individual, I've learnt to take some time to reflect on things and have a little look and just see where I am as a person, where I think society is and stuff like that. And yeah, it's been something that's been on my mind for a few days actually. I've seen a few situations develop with things and people and support networks, and it's been bugging me. It's been winding me up. And I've actually got back out of bed to make this live. I randomly said to Kelly, I'm going to jump down and do a live because I've got a few things on my mind. And it's basically a little bit of reflection. Now, I've seen a lot over the last few months, a lot of people struggle. I've become more and more passionate about supporting mental health because I've seen people and I've grown attached to people that have battles with mental health that have developed an awful lot of respect for, because if you watch these people, they probably are stronger than what they think, and they're probably stronger than what society thinks, because when you look at the challenges they have to deal with all the time compared to what an individual has to deal with all the time, then or someone that's classed as normal, should we say, in society, then actually it's exhausting, and they get through a lot more than what the apparent average person does. Now, part of my reflection really is I've been looking at opinions. Now, I know it sounds silly, and again, I can see there's 4 people jumped on. It did go up to about 10, but then people jumped off because they think, oh God, what's he on about? He's boring. But bear with me on this. Opinions is something, or advice is something that is readily available. A lot of people are willing to give an opinion or advice. And the truth is, a lot of people shouldn't at that point. Maybe they should look back and just reflect on what they're advising and why. Now, advice, for example, is only someone else's experience of what has worked for them. So it may then work to the person they're advising, it may not. And I normally state that when I talk to someone, look, this worked for me, but I'm not sure it'll work for you. It's up to you. Now, when I talk about mental health in any form of, in any form, whether that be someone getting physically healthier, like I've been doing, to feel better about myself mentally, whether it's someone growing financially better, whether it's someone just wanting to feel better in general because they've had a little spell where they don't feel great. The fact they want to get better to start with is a good thing. Now, I'll use finance as a little example. Let's say someone wants to debt consolidate their loans. And in that debt consolidation, it means they drop their outgoings from lots of monthly payments into one small monthly payment. And that's their way out. As long as they stick to that method, as long as they carry on putting the extra in the bank, that method will work for them, but it might not work for someone else. If someone wants to mentally get stronger and they decide to pick up a personal development book, a comment I've had this week actually is, oh, that personal development stuff's just that American bullshit. Now, that person may see that as American bullshit, just someone making money off of weak people is what I got told. That person may see that as that, which is, to be fair, that's cool, that's their opinion. I personally have had a lot from these personal development books, and it's helped me and my family a lot in moving forward. But something I find amazing when it comes to advice and support, whether it be mental health, weight loss, finance, or anything like that, is people that claim they're out to support someone. So I'll use fitness as an example quickly. They're out to support someone, okay? But only their method works. Only their method works. So you don't want to get fit by using supplementation. You don't want to get fit by exercising like this. You don't want to get fit by eating carbs or whatever. You can only get fit this way because it works for me. So because it works for me, it must work for you. Great example of that is religion. I know Muslim people that are some of the nicest people you'll ever meet. I also know Muslim peoples that are absolute arseholes. Same with Catholics, same with Christians, same with Sikh, and any other religion I've met. Some people in that religion are amazing. Some people within that religion are awful. Religion has helped millions of people around the world. Religion has destroyed millions of people around the world. And it all comes down to forcing opinion, if this makes sense. Now, bear with me where I'm going with this. If someone decides to take supplementation to help in their process of getting fitter, losing weight, feeling healthier, and it's not the method you agree with, just learn to shut up. Unless that person is physically putting themselves at harm and they're actually getting worse in health and they're not improving, just shut up. Just support them. Just let them do it. See, me personally, I have certain ways and beliefs in getting myself stronger mentally. I have certain ways and beliefs in sorting my finances out. I have certain ways and beliefs in sorting my health out. I've dropped 4.5 stone over the last year, or just over a year now. It worked for me this way. It might not work for someone else that way. But this whole concept of I'm going to absolutely batter your method to get better while highlighting how good my method is, it's a load of bollocks, if I'm honest with you. It's like an alcoholic might go to AA Anonymous to stop drinking, and then another alcoholic might use a different method. There is no one method that works better than the other as long as that individual is better. It's as simple as that. And I think more and more people have got to look at that. As I'm reflecting and looking back over the last couple of weeks, I've seen people, we're going to start a mental health support group to support those with mental health. But that support group doesn't work. That support group's not good for mental health. It doesn't work. Well, you might help 50 people. If that method helps 50 people, that's 100 people helped. Both work. Shut up. Both work. It just doesn't work within your box and remit of what you see works. And it's the same with weight loss. It's the same with finance. It's the same with marriage. It's the same with all sorts of advice people want to give. Stop trying to destroy another method because it doesn't fit in the way it works for you. And I hope this makes sense. I've actually seen it twice this week on the outside. I've had a few little sly comments about a method I do with personal development, reading books because people don't think they're great or anything else. Me personally, you choose whatever method you're comfortable with to get yourself better mentally. It's important. We've just come out of a lockdown. I prefer to read books and reflect. I've even started writing a journal this year, which has helped loads. Other people have chose to go to a counsellor. Other people have chose to exercise more. Whatever your method of getting fit is, crack on. I just want you better. But stop trying to highlight how good your method is compared to the next person's. Because how is that actually helping anyone's mental health? If you've helped 50 people with your method and then you absolutely destroy 50 people with your method, you've not helped mental health. You've kept it exactly where it is. You are part of the problem, not part of the cure. It's the same with weight loss. It's the same with finance. And it's the same with any other form of advice. Yes, there's people out there with different qualifications and levels in their field of expertise, whatever that may be. And I'm not sitting here now claiming to be any form of expert at all. But I'm sitting here watching people destroying other methods that could be helping hundreds of people elsewhere. But because it doesn't fit in your box and it's not the way you would do it, it can't be right. It doesn't work. We've seen diets where some people stick to it, get amazing results. Some people don't and go back to the drink and the excess food and everything else that doesn't work. And yet they will destroy that method because it doesn't work. Not true, because it worked for enough people to make it work. Same with getting out of debt. Some people chose to go into these debt consolidation plan things where they pay small amounts over X amount of years and it's written off. Other people choose to cut back on their budget and do it that way. As long as that person is supported, as long as that person in the end is where they want to be, both methods work. So stop trying to destroy the other one to make yours look even better. Because if you do that, you are part of the problem. Now, I don't care what category this falls in. It could be marriage guidance. It could be anything. But all I'm seeing at the minute is I've started this support group because I think that one's shocking. Well, actually, if you help 100 people and you leave that support group alone and that support group helps 100 people their method, that's 200 people mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever it may be, better off. So why are you just destroying what's in front of you? It's something that frustrates me loads. It's like football fans. Football fans, I'm a Liverpool fan. I've got friends who are Arsenal, Man United, stuff like that. We have great banter. If we lose, then I'm quite openly saying, look, you know, Liverpool lost. It's awful. I've worked and support Chesterfield as well. And again, with Chesterfield, we've had great times. We've had awful times recently, and we've had some really good times with the new manager coming in. But it doesn't get me to a point where I'll never speak to someone again because our team lost to their team and stuff like that. And yet there are football fans out there that will go out and riot because of their football team. Opinion is a strong thing, and it can destroy people as well as make it up. I used religion at the start of this video. Religion has helped, no matter what format, whether it be Muslim, Christian, whatever, it's helped hundreds of people. But actually, when you force it on someone, when you try to belittle another version of it, it creates wars. It's that dangerous. And it's the same if you're supporting a mental health group. Some people, I recently coach and play for, or help coach and play for a mental health football team. And I'm making some very strong friendship units within that group. And to be honest, when I first joined, I thought maybe I could help a couple of people without realizing some of them people have helped me loads because they've helped me understand how I think. They've helped me step back and assess things differently just in their approach. These people are warriors. The stuff they have to go for every day. And yet all I see is, well, this method works better. It's idiocracy. It's insane. And to be honest, it's marketing crap to make your method look better. If a mental health support group works one way, say through football, because I've just mentioned it, and it helps 10 people, your method is through ice skating, and that helps 10 people. Whether we believe the ice skating works or you believe the football works, shut up and support 20 people, not 10. It's that simple. You're not going to get anywhere in life deep down belittling someone else. It will come back to bite you. I'm a big believer in law of attraction. What you think about, you bring about. So if you're putting negative out, you will get it back in a different form. Factual. And as I sit there and say this, I've recently had my mum's anniversary of when she passed away, and I've assessed my kind of life journey since then and some of the changes I've made and where I've been with that and stuff like that, and how she's helped me by not being here be a better dad, because it makes me think of the things she done right for us an awful lot, and also some of the other pain we went through growing up as children and stuff like that. But there's no one method that works. There's so many different personalities on this planet. There's so many different ways people's brains process information. Some people, I use nutrition, obviously everyone knows what I do. I use nutrition as an example. I personally have really enjoyed having a really balanced nutritionist meal built in with supplements. Someone else might just want nutritionist meals and exercise. Perfect. Whatever one helps you is the best one. I'm not in competition with anybody, and I will not stand there and belittle a version to make you or me look any better or worse. And I can see it all the time. I've seen it recently. Another support group's been formed locally, but this time we're going to do it this way, and this way, because we believe that one don't work. It's rubbish. It's rubbish. By saying that one don't work, my one's better, you're attracting more members in. I'm not in competition with anyone to get more members. I'm just trying to help people. And if you thought the same way, maybe we could double the amount of people being helped. Again, it's the same in finance. We've got this method that will get you out of debt. Someone else has got a method to get you out of debt. If you both just concentrate the people on getting people out of debt, more people will be out of debt. Let's give the right advice instead of just trying to make the other person's advice look shit. In a time when people are so concerned about mental health, some people claim to be, some people genuinely are. But in a time when people are so concerned about mental health, I can't believe, in my opinion, people are battering each other more than ever before. I find it shocking, whether it be how someone wants to make money. Oh, I can't believe they've chose that job. Fair play to them for getting a job. There's a lot of people in this time that can't. Oh, I don't think he's just slagging people off over their beliefs around the vaccine. Whatever one works, whatever one keeps someone alive, you choose it. If it keeps you alive and you did or didn't have the vaccine, crack on. Fair play to you. Well done for being brave and standing out and doing what you felt was right for you. Same with your debt plan, same with your mental health. But I'm seeing more and more people just batter people for their own agendas. You become a problem at work because you've decided where you are and what makes you happy. So by you turning around saying, no, this works for me, I'm cool where I am, it's become a problem for someone else because actually that didn't fit into their remit. Just solve the problem. Just get someone that wants to do that part of work. It's that simple. It really is that simple. And I know it's a bit of a rant. Some of you will look at this video and go, that makes perfect sense. Some of you think, is he had a drink? I promise you, I'm on the water. All right, I've actually got back out of bed to make this video because as I sit down and reflect, it's been on my mind. I don't care what method you use if you're going to get healthier. Just get healthier. I don't care what method you use if you want to help your mental health. Just help your mental health. I don't care what method you use to get out of debt. You get the message. But trust me, if you're belittling other people to highlight what you do, you're the problem. You're not the solution. Just bear that in mind, please. If you get value from it, just share it. I'm not doing this for a popularity competition. I don't care if someone thinks I've talked sense. I don't care if someone thinks I've talked rubbish. I don't care about trolls. They're not real people. They just hide behind social media. Share it as far and wide as you want if it resonates with you. But please, stop belittling people because it's not in your box. My personal development coaching is better because mine's more real. If that other personal development coach works for 100 people and your method works for 100 people, 200 people are better off. Well done. Well done, all of you. If someone has one method of helping mental health and someone else has another method of mental health and both methods help 100 people each, that's 200 more people better off. Well done. Start being the solution and stop being the problem. That's my reflection. That's why I got back out of bed, because I couldn't settle while that's going through my mind. If this person truly wants to help that person, why are they so hell-bent on destroying that person there? So let's just, for a quick example as a wrap up, we've got 100 people meditating to improve their mental health. We've got 100 more people reading to improve their mental health. That's 200 people trying to improve their mental health. Let's just say the readers then decide to absolutely destroy the people verbally over social media and all sorts that are choosing to meditate. If they choose to destroy them people, you've only helped 100 people. And in that process, you've destroyed 100 people. To me, you've helped no one. You've helped no one. That's how I see it. Let them work on their method. You work on your method, and let's just get better. That's how I see it. And I'm quite passionate about it. I'm sick of seeing all these people putting people down because their method's better, my method's a bestseller, proven results, blah, blah, blah. A proven result is only a proven result till it's long term. That's the truth. A proven result is only a proven result for as long as someone sticks to it. I've lost 4.5 stone in a year. If I choose to go back to eating crap, drinking loads of beer, eating kebabs, forgetting the fact I've got gluten intolerance and just filling my body full of shit again, guess what? It doesn't work anymore. Whatever method it is, it doesn't work anymore. I've made shit choices again. Simple. If I carry on making the right choices, carry on with my methods and carry on progressing, losing weight, getting fitter, getting stronger, it still works. It's the same with nutrition. Forget supplements. If you're eating good value food, good quality food, and you're putting the right nutrition inside you, then all of a sudden you stop and live off kebab and chips every day of the week, 3-4 times a day, with loads of beer and wine. Guess what? It doesn't work anymore. Just because you can say it doesn't work doesn't mean it's right. So stop battering everything else in sight and just concentrate on your mission. If you're a PT, concentrate on getting the clientele that you're appealing to fit. Let the other PT do it to his client base. If you're a health coach or mental health coach, whatever it may be, support the people that want support from you. Let the other person support the people that want support from them. And by doing that and just fucking leaving everyone alone, more people might just be in a better place. That's my reflection. That's why I got back out of bed. It's something I'm quite passionate about. Like I say, guys, I'm not doing this to score points. I probably won't score points because there'll be a few people out there pissed off because I've put their method down. I couldn't care less. I'm not doing this for anything else than, number one, to get things off my mind and chest so I can have a good night's sleep. Number two, maybe a few people take this on board, more people might be helped. The more I study mental health, the more I look into mental health, the more I talk to people that have had battles or battling or whatever, the more I see everyone battering everyone else's methods. I find it's crazy, not just in mental health, in a lot of stuff. I'm quite a deep thinker. I tend to play a bit dumb at times, but then assess a lot in the background. And I can just see people just destroying other people for their own fun. And what I find interesting, a lot of people, and this is only my opinion, there's no stats to back this up. I could be completely wrong, but I see a lot of people who are claiming to be spiritual and everything else, and I'm a good support network and this, that, and the other, and yet in themselves they're miserable. I believe part of that is because they spend so much of their time trying to destroy other people, their conscience isn't clean. You don't need to believe in God to believe in a conscience. You don't need to believe in spiritualism or anything like that to believe in a conscience. But the easiest way to clean your own conscience is to do what's right, and that's support the people you can support, and don't drag that on anyone else. Don't slag people off, just concentrate on you and yours. That's my belief. Might not be right, might not be wrong. I don't know. I've got no stats to prove it up, but it works for me because I can sleep most nights. Simple as that. I concentrate on me and my own. I do what's right for me and my own. I don't care what products people are taking. I don't care what methods people are using. I just want you better. And if that works, fair play to you, credit to you, because it's a battle out there. We've got lockdowns. We've got people believing lockdown shouldn't be happening. We've got coming out of lockdown, but what if we get locked down again? We've got vaccine passports being spoke about. We've got royal family breakups. We've got people being murdered. We've got all this going on in the world. And yet all we tend to do instead of supporting each other is batter each other. And I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get it. If there's 5 different mental health charities all working with different methods and they all help 100 people eat, that's 500 people better off. 500 people potentially saved. But instead, we're always too busy putting down the other method. We're only ever helping probably 100. 400 people are missing out because now they don't know where to fucking turn. And it's the same in everything. Finance, marriage, everything. Everyone's got an opinion on how a marriage works. The only people that will know is a husband and wife. First rule is they've got to realise they're on the same fucking side. Not everyone is on your side. But when you got married, if you actually look at your marriage and what you got married for, you was on the same side. So rule number 1 is to get back to being on the same side. And if you can't, then maybe ask questions. Beyond that, I've got no other advice here because I don't claim to be an expert in it. But one thing I do whenever the pressure's on, I realise I want the same as Kelly. We're on the same team. We want what's best for the kids and best for ourselves. Simple as that. Guys, hopefully some of you will catch on with that and go, do you know what? You make sense. I'll stress myself one more time. I don't care what method you use for mental health, as long as it serves you. I'm never going to put down someone else's method to help someone get better mentally. I'm never going to put down someone else's method to help someone get better with nutrition. I'm never going to put down someone else's method to help clear debts. Because the way I see it, if I can help 100 people and another method helps 100 people and another method helps 100 people, that's 300 people that's just solved a problem in their life. Stop focusing on belittling everyone else's methods and focusing on how you can reach and help people. And I promise you, slowly but surely, this world will be a better place. I don't care how you get out of debt. I don't care how you solve your mental health, whether it be through meditation, walking, photography, whatever method. I'm not criticising any of them. Do what's right for you to get better. Me, I like supplementation with my diet. Some people don't. Some people can't stand it. It's like it's a curse. I couldn't care less. Do what's right for you. Just get healthier. This whole it doesn't work thing's a load of crap. Of course it doesn't work. If someone quits alcohol and goes back on alcohol, being off alcohol didn't work. That's an easy statement to make. But the fact is your own discipline didn't work. There's martial artists out there that are hitting all sorts of like levels and ranks because they're disciplined. They stay with their art. There's others that dropped out at red belt. It doesn't mean that martial arts doesn't work. It just means that person didn't work for it. Or I keep seeing this method don't work. This method don't work. This diet don't work. This debt plan don't work. It did work for some people though. And if people focused less on putting down other people's methods and actually embraced it and maybe even supported it. Listen, I'm not a fan of meditation myself, but I know a great meditation guru. Let me recommend you. Maybe if more of that happened. Listen, I'm a PT that doesn't believe in that way of working, but I know a PT that loves that way of working. Let me recommend you. Maybe if that happened, instead of just absolutely battering someone else, we all might be in a better place. Same as mental health's one for me, because obviously I've been looking at it a lot lately. I assess myself a lot, if I'm honest with you. When I write my journal, I'm always looking at me. How am I feeling? Am I at my best for my kids and my wife? Am I on the wife's side at the minute, or am I part of the problem? I do that a lot, and I don't mind speaking out and saying that if it makes me look weak or whatever. But that's what I do. I assess. But when I assess why I'm feeling that way. And I'm just seeing methods, different methods of mental health being mocked. If people like yoga, fair play to them. If it works, brilliant. Yoga's not for me. Meditation might be. But like I said at the start of the video, if 100 people are using yoga, 100 people are using meditation, and if both sections don't agree but support each other, that's 200 people better off. 200 people with better mental health, regardless of the method. Regardless. Too many people in this day and age are pushing agendas and not support. Too many. I couldn't care less who chooses my method to lose weight or get fit or stay healthy. I couldn't care less. I just want to concentrate on the ones that do, because I can help you. But guess what? If I come across someone that needs that support and doesn't want what I want, I'll be the first to offer them to someone where they might get results in the field they're looking for. I'm not going to stand there and slag him off for choosing a different method. That's my reflection on today. I know it's a bit in depth. It might come across as a bit of a rant. I'm just talking from the heart. There's no structure to this. I've got back out of bed. I'll show you. I'm in my 4 pajamas and my hoodie. I'm laying in bed and I'm just thinking, I don't get it. I don't get it. You've got so many people reaching out for support in finance, in debt, in marriage, in mental health, in health. And yet all I see more than anything is people bashing other people's methods. Yet if we all concentrate on our own method and actually refer to each other, you want a traditional PT? Fine. I know a brilliant one. You want a PT that's a bit more out there and a bit more modern in the way they work? Not a problem. You want a nutritional, healthy based diet from someone who studied nutritionist for years? Brilliant. I'll help you. You don't believe in supplementation? Not a problem. I know someone. It's that easy. We don't need to belittle it. Someone like me uses supplementation alongside a nutritionist dinner. I'll refer it. If someone don't want it, I'll refer them elsewhere. It's not a problem. Because my agenda is not to look better than anyone else. My agenda is to help as many people as I can. Simple as that. It's something I'm so passionate about. I'm seeing it at the minute. It's a lot with mental health, and it upsets me because mental health is so delicate. Such a delicate scenario. You've got people choosing a certain method of mental health, and all I see on Facebook is, oh, my group's better, my group's more supportive, this, that, and the other. Shut up. Just concentrate on your group. How is it going to help anyone's mental health if 100 people are logging on thanking you for your support and the next 100 people are feeling bad because they might have chose the wrong method? You've helped no one. They've still got anxiety, they've still got depression, and now they're questioning the method that made them feel good last week. It doesn't help anyone. Stop doing it. Just stop. If someone wants a certain way and you don't do that and you don't really believe in it, but you know someone that does do it and does believe in it, just refer someone that way. Just refer it. And guess what? That might be another person helped. So not only are you helping 100 people, but the person with a different method to you that you might not agree with, but guess what? There's 100 more people being helped. That's 200 people better off, whether it be health, wealth, or mindset. Stop being in competition with anyone else. If you're truly out there to help someone, you couldn't care about the competition. You would do what's right. And you would do what's right by the individual you're talking to. You want to use my supplementation? Great. If you don't, there's a nutritionist down there that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I've known they've helped loads of people. I'm not going to question their methods. Not going to question their results as long as they're good, as long as there's no criminal records attached or anything like that. Same with getting people out of debt. Some people use debt management plans. Some people decide to budget and cut back on expenses and stuff like that. Any method's good if it works, but it has to work for the individual. We've got so many different personalities out there. Me personally, I struggle for diet. I played rugby and football most of my life. I've always struggled for fitness. I've always carried a bit of timber. I'm 4.5 stone down in a year. Supplementation works for me, The next person might not like it. Fine. But let me put you in front of a PT that works a bit different. As long as that result comes for you, I'm proud of you. Same with mental health. Some people meditate to help their mental health. Some people need to go and speak to a counsellor to help their mental health. Some people need to be around a group of friends on a football pitch to help their mental health. Whatever method works for you, you've got my support 100%. 100%. Guys, it's kind of my rant dash reflection over with. I'm going to go back to bed now and settle. I think I've got it off my mind. But I'm just sick of seeing people claiming that their method's better. All methods are good as long as it works for the individuals. I just finish on that religion example again. I know beautiful Muslim people, beautiful, amazing people, will do anything for me. I know it. If I picked up the phone now to my friend Shimlan in Luton and I needed something, I know I'm getting it. I know I'll get that support, unconditional. I know Christians the same. I know Catholics the same. I know Sikhs the same. I also know someone in them religions that are awful people. I wouldn't give 2 minutes to. And I know for a fact they wouldn't give 2 minutes to me. The problem with religion, it can solve people's problems, but it also can cause wars. Because we have to force an opinion. And I can see every method being used by someone reaching out, trying to get better, happening exactly the same way. I don't believe in that supplementation. I believe in this. So that doesn't work. This doesn't work. That doesn't work. Idiot. You've just made 100 people feel shit about themselves because it was working for them. Well, if you'd have just shut up and carried on focusing on what you're doing and even referred or supported people using a different method, that could be 200, 300, 400 people helped instead of 100. So if you truly cared about mental health, if you truly cared about other people, you'd stop putting the other methods down. The only time I'll ever speak up is if the easiest way to get out of debt is start selling drugs with me. Right, now I've got an issue because now you're risking your children. You could go to jail. Your children might not see you again. I've got a bit of an issue with that. If you end up wanting to do that though, I can't stop you. But I will kind of say to you, listen, got a bit of an issue with that. You want to get out of debt by using a debt management plan? Not really my method, to be honest with you. I'd rather go out and earn a bit more and cut my income back a little bit so I've got that excess to clear off my debts. That's my method. If you want to do a debt management plan, not a problem. I actually know someone who used a debt management plan. I'll get them to tell you what method they used. How easy is that? All of a sudden, we've all got a bit more clarity. All of a sudden, we've all got a bit more direction, no matter what method we choose. Guys, I'm a true believer in this. I'm not spiritual. I'm not religious. I don't claim to be special in any way, shape or form. I've got my challenges. I'm dyslexic. So I do think differently to people. I wouldn't say I've got any mental health issues, but I am very strict in protecting my mental health. Losing my mum 11 years ago was a massive eye-opener. Then every time I've had one of my 5 babies since, it's been an eye-opener because I've had to learn every time. Keeping my wife happy is an eye-opener. And obviously, like I say, with marriage, my first rule of marriage is you've got to realise you're on the same side. Beyond that, I've got no idea how to make your marriage work, to be honest with you. But guess what? I know someone who does. Whatever method that may be. And how easy is that? How much better would we feel? I actually believe these people that are constantly belittling people and angry, a lot of the problem is because they're angry because they're constantly attacking. My method's better, that method's bad. Well, that's why you feel shit about yourself. Do you know what will make you feel good about your method? If you concentrated on your method and the people you can help. Stop being so angry with everything. We're looking to be offended. We're looking to put things down. If going for a jog helps someone else lose 2 stone and they feel better about themselves, brilliant. I personally don't like jogging. I prefer training with weights. The only time you'll ever see me running is if I'm chasing a rugby or football. I very rarely do cardio. I do a lot of skipping actually at the minute and hit me punch bag. But you'll very rarely see me out running. It's not a method I use. I'd rather go to gym and do a circuit with a PT. But I'm not going to put down yours. If running works for you, you crack on, mate. I support you 100%. How much easier would life be if we approached it like that? How much easier? I know a few of you have watched, so feel free. If anyone's on there and you think I'm talking rubbish, feel free to jump on and say, Carl, do you know what? You're talking rubbish. Amy, thank you for saying well said. At the end of the day, Amy, even if it's only me and you that got the message on this, then that's 2 more people. So if you up 10 and I up 10, that's 20 more people, no matter what method you use, mate. That's my point. That's what's got me back out of bed. That's what's got me reflecting. I think it's sad. We've come out of a lockdown. We've got a massive crisis around the world, whether you believe in this pandemic or not. Either way, we're in a crisis. We're facing recession and stuff like that. So even if you don't think the pandemic's real, the outcome of the pandemic is, you know. So all this crap and arguing and protesting and everything else, and belittling people's methods to getting fit, belittling people's methods to clearing their mental clarity, belittling people's methods to getting out of debt, believing people's methods in what makes their own marriage work. You're not helping nothing. I don't care if you help 200 people with your methods. While you're putting down 200 people, you're a prick. Simple as that. Simple as that. Live and let live was a saying that my nan used to say years ago, very rarely, but she said it whenever it mattered, in my opinion. Live and let live. Whatever method works, works. Simple. The reason there's so many different methods out there is because there's so many different personalities out there. There's so many different ways the brain works out there. Me, for example, I get a real rush of playing football and rugby. I'm 40 years old. We played an inter-squad game the other day. I was fuming because I weren't happy with how the game's going. I'm still competitive. Still question the manager. The team ain't right. This ain't right. Rah, rah, rah. It's just me. That's how I get the best out of myself. Didn't belittle anyone. Voiced my opinion. If someone asked me, I still voiced it. Told the manager exactly what I thought as well. I might not be right, you know. At the end of it, I might not be right. Doesn't mean all of a sudden I want him sacked. Doesn't mean all of a sudden I want players released. I want everyone to still be supported. I want everyone to still be a part of it. That's how I get myself ready for a game. Doesn't mean everyone else has to approach it that way. I was fuming with the game, but while I'm on the pitch, I'm telling others not to worry about it. Just enjoy it. You've been off for 6 months. Just because it's my method of working don't mean it's right for them. That sort of bravery, speaking out like that, not having an agenda to make the next pound, not having an agenda to raise your profile, understanding some people like your methods and you as a person, some people won't. Just wanting that person to get better though, that's powerful. That's powerful. But too many people are on power trips in this day and age. Too many people are jumping on bandwagons, even though they've maybe utilised something that worked for them before and then it didn't work anymore. How does it not work anymore? I've lost 4.5 stone in 12 months. If I stop doing what's working and start doing what didn't work for me 12 months ago and put 4.5 stone back on, it didn't work is bollocks. It does work. I stop working. Simple. But it leaves the door open for someone else to come in and go, see, even Carl failed. It's pathetic. When actually that person should drop a message in. Do you know what, mate? I know we've got different methods, but you were flying a year ago. Get back to that, pal. I believe in you. How powerful would that be? And if any of you are watching this that truly believe in mental health, or truly believe in helping people get fit, or truly believe in helping people sort their finances or careers out, or marriage, or whatever it may be, you know this message resonates with you. Those of you out there that just get angry with me right now, maybe I've hit a nerve, maybe I'm talking bollocks. Not a problem. Turn the live off, don't recommend it, don't tell anyone about it. But guess what? You might not agree with it, but someone else out there might. So show them. Don't worry about your opinion and whether it's your method. Show them mine. I have ways of working where I have a part-time job, which I absolutely love. Going into schools, just seeing kids like that, walking onto the playground, kids screaming Carl, and they scream Alice, and whoever else I'm working with, they come running over the playground, and you just lighten their day, you just give them that release for an hour in what is a hectic schedule in school. I love helping out at the academy. I also love and get a massive rush of building my business and building a legacy for my children. I also get a massive rush from personal development. Whether it's the personal development that you agree with or not, I couldn't care less. Just do whatever works for you. I'm not going to force anything on anyone. I've been doing a journal now since the 1st of January. First time I've ever properly done a journal. I've made notes before, but I've never truly done a journal. I've never truly studied my day the way I do. And I keep it in my drawer here in this cabinet. And I always do it first thing in the morning. I always write about the day before. And the urge I got to come and do this live was off the back of the journal, because I was noticing more and more people questioning methods and stuff like that of other people. When the truth is, I couldn't care less. You could do 100 sit-ups to get abs. Someone else does a crunch. Whatever one works, mate. Full-on sit-up or crunch. Whatever one works for you. Gemma Robinson, I agree. Who cares about what anyone else says? Just do what's best for you. Exactly. It is so true. But in doing what's best for you as well, you can help someone else and do what's best for them. So, like I say, you know, someone wants to earn an extra £100. Some people recommend a part-time job. Some people recommend a network marketing business. Some people recommend starting up a different, like traditional, more based business to eventually get to that £100 a month. Talk to the person. You will find out where their brain is. You will find out where they are in themselves. You'll kind of gauge what they believe in the most. And then I'm sure if you went through your Facebook alone, let alone the rest of your social media and phone, you would find someone roughly on the same wavelength of them that could probably help them. That's powerful. And then while they're getting that support that they need in the sort of box they like, if you like, you carry on doing what's best for you. No need to put anyone down. No need to create any bitterness. No need to create any hate or animosity towards anyone or any method, unless that method leads to detriment results like prison or anything like that, or fraud or anything like that. As long as it's not illegal, it's a good thing. Excuse me. Just again, proof that I've not had a drink. This water. I got about out of bed for this. So guys, yeah, it's I think I've tried to end this video 2 or 3 times now, but my brain's going 100 miles an hour over this. I find it shocking in a time where mental health is probably at its most prominent in terms of in the press and stuff like that. People are worried about their futures in terms of jobs and stuff because of lockdown. A lot of people are constantly trying to get fitter. A lot of other people just use lockdown as a reason to eat and drink what they wanted for a few months. Wherever someone is in life, everyone in some area needs support, even the strongest people. I class myself as quite a strong guy. I'm not scared to admit. I'll turn to my wife sometimes and go, you know what? I just need a bit of time. I need to get my head together. I'm not feeling right. I'm not feeling like myself for whatever reason. Kelly knows, do you know what? Yeah, cool. I always have a little thing with Kelly. I say, give me till the morning. I'm not feeling it today. I'm the down tools today. Give me till the morning. I'll be right as rain. Without fail, I step up. But it's because I was allowed that time to let me step up, because I understand how my brain works. I had to lose my mum to cancer 11 years ago to understand that. I couldn't work out before why I'd quit a job or just let myself down with a stupid decision on a night out or something stupid like that. Hang around with people that you kind of know you shouldn't hang around with, you don't really fit in with, and then you try your best to fit in, and then you're not being yourself either. I'm talking really young now. And for what? Where did it get me? Nowhere. Started doing things for myself after losing my mum. Then focused on the family. Then focused on what worked for me. And I live by what I say. I know people that have other methods to get fit. I never belittle them. I recommend to them. I know people that don't appreciate my method. I don't judge them. Not a problem. As long as you're better. I'd be upset if I saw you in 12 months' time and you was in the same position or worse, because it means you haven't progressed, and I don't wish that upon you. But if your method's different to mine, just get the results, please. Just do what's right for you. And no matter what either of our methods are, if I know someone that could do with your help and you know someone that could do with my help, why don't we start thinking like that? Why don't we truly solve mental health? Why don't we truly get people back on the right path for health and nutrition? And if that means supplementation or not, either one is cool. A good balanced meal is a good balanced meal. Both of us are going to have plenty of them. I just choose to add a bit to it. Simple as that. You don't want to add anything to it? Crack on. My way of getting out of debt personally will be spend less and do more income making activities. You're a money making machine at the end of the day. You know when you're tired, you know your limit to how much you can work. So if you can put in more work and bring in more money to clear that debt, credit to you. If you understand you can't do that, and for you, you need the debt management plan just to take that weight off your mind, credit to you. Credit to you. I'm not going to question that. It's that easy when you think about it. A little bit of common sense. Look at things a bit differently. Slow it down a little bit. We get so quick to go, oh, they're doing this and I'm angry about it. Oh, I know someone that failed on that. I know someone that failed in business. Does it mean business is a con? Or did it just not work for that individual? I know people that lost loads of weight and put it all back on again. Does it mean eating healthy is a con? Whether it was with a supplement or not. I know people that didn't use supplements to lose weight and have stacked it back on again. Why? Because they went back to eating shit and drinking crap. It don't matter what you do. If you don't do what works, it won't work. Simple as that. But we're so hell-bent on claiming we're helping others by driving down others. So if you help 10 and you batter 11, there's 11 people with mental health issues, so you're actually -1. You've helped no one. No matter how much your bank balance says you've got, no matter how many people are in your business, you've helped no one. You've destroyed more than what you've helped. When just understanding where someone is, just understanding what works for them, and I mean them, not you can help a lot more. Like I said, debt management plan, bit more hard work and savings and lower budgets. Maybe cut Sky TV out, maybe cut this out, blah, blah, blah. Some people are not prepared to do that, so they'll choose debt management plan. Other people are prepared to do that, won't choose debt management plan. You can refer to both, as long as it works for the individual you're talking to. And if you haven't got the skills to find that out by talking to someone, surely you know someone who does. Surely you know someone who can give you great business advice now, or you know someone that knows someone who can give you great business advice now, traditional or otherwise. Surely you know someone who can give someone else great nutritional advice right now, traditional or otherwise. Surely you know someone who can refer someone to some form of mental health support, traditional or otherwise. We all do, but we've all got this habit of absolutely battering what doesn't fit in our box. Just imagine, people talk about football all the time. I'm a huge football fan. I hate no other football fan. I've got no reason to punch another football fan in the face because of their shirt. I probably would if you endangered my family. I wouldn't because you wore a different team's shirt. In business, it's the same. Someone runs around selling t-shirts, you sell a different type of t-shirt. One's better quality than the other, blah, blah. I'm not even getting into that battle. There's my t-shirts. I hope you like them. I hope you keep buying. If not, there's that guy down the road. Good luck to you. We can all make a living. Just imagine where this world will be if that message actually works. Just imagine how many more people would walk around the streets worrying less about what other people think. I've had it where I've grown quite a thick skin now. I'm in my 40s, or early 40s. I've just turned 40 last September. I don't care what people think about me. I don't care what people think about my wife or my home life or anything like that. The only way I know I'm doing wrong is if I walk through my door and my wife and kids look miserable. Something's not right. I need to act. What someone down the road does, I couldn't give a toss. While my kids are smiling, while my kids come running up to my bedroom in the morning shouting, "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy," and they're not withdrawn, and they're not scared to ask for something, and they're not scared to dream a little bit, I'm fine. My method might not be the same as yours, but guess what? While your kid's not scared to run to you, while your kid's not scared to ask for something, while your kid is not withdrawn to you, then you're doing all right as well. We don't need to have a battle over who's the better parent. I don't even know how long this has gone on for now. I'm just rabbiting. A couple of people have commented, a couple of people have watched, quite a few have dropped off. It's all good. But like I say, guys, I'm going to just chill now and get some sleep. Day off tomorrow, so I get a bit of a lay in. I'll probably end up doing something anyway. I'll definitely have a workout. But please, if you get any sort of value from this, I'm not doing this to score points. If you could find a way to share anonymously, do it. I don't need everyone to rave over it and follow it and everything else. I just think more people need to act like it. If that helped you guys, or you think it helps someone else, please, please, please pass it on. If you think it's a load of rubbish and your method's better, just move on, mate. Ain't got time for it. Well, it's 1:10 now, so it's been at least 40 minutes, so I'll stop me rant. I'm going back to bed. I'm getting ready to have fun with the kids over the Easter breaks. Peace out, guys. Much love.